everybody, we are live here at Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Guanacaste, Costa Rica, an incredible healing retreat center that fuses ancient wisdom and modern technology to give you this all-encompassing, all-inclusive experience and allows you to be shown who you've become through life experience in the world getting its hands on you, and then merging back with your soul at all costs, and then healing your heart, because we have replicated the split from our soul and the damaged heart for years. And so when you come here and drink this sacred plant medicine and utilize all the healing modalities that are here, you really do walk away a brand new, shiny version 10.0. You literally are who you are always and have always been. That true essence of you, that true little innocent child within you that just wants to play, have fun, be loved, give love, be innocent, live in the light. And this medicine can help you get back to your purest state. So if you haven't come to Rythmia yet, get yourself here. I promise you won't regret it. It is incredible beyond words, the healings that happen here. This week has been yet another profound healing week. There was a lady whose story totally touched my heart. She mentioned in ceremony on Tuesday night that she had been living with cancer on and off. She had cervical cancer, she got radiated, had chemo, came back as lymphoma. She could feel a tumor in her chest and she opted not to get radiation there because she didn't want it to spread into cancer. She said before coming here, she could feel the lumps in her throat and she just knew that it was getting bigger and growing. And on Tuesday night, she shared that she had a full body scan. And those of you that have done the medicine and had one of these will know exactly what I'm talking about, where the divine feminine medicine energy comes through and scans your whole body. And she said that literally she could feel and see all this work happening to her and was going exactly to where the cancer was in her body and got her back to the root cause of everything. And she started to realize why she was continuing to get cancer and why it was continuing to be something that was reoccurring in her life. And going through cancer treatments myself and having experienced the struggles of having a diagnosis like that, I know firsthand that this medicine gets you back to the root cause of everything, every discomfort you're feeling, every dis-ease, every body pain, every trauma that you've been through. The medicine will get you back to that, make you live it, make you see it, bring it up to release it, so it's no longer part of your future or anything to do with you anymore. That's why I know I'm safe in the knowledge that I will never get cancer back, because I've dealt with all the root causes of all the traumas I've had from birth. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful way to really have validation, because I was healing myself naturally and I got rid of the cancer through various plant-based diets and spirituality like yoga, meditation. But I never treated the cause. And this medicine definitely skyrockets you into knowing exactly why, and then she helps you heal it. So that was just an incredible, beautiful story. There's been lots of aliens visiting. We had a guy who had a praying mantis come up to him and like merge with him, ripped out his skull and took out his brain that wasn't serving him, parts of his ego, and he said it was the most profound experience. We've had lots of that, light beings coming through and everything. And if you want to know more about Rythmia and you think I'm crazy and you've not been here before, then check out Jerry's book, Shit the Moon Said. It's all about how Jerry turned his life away from a playboy millionaire who was going to invest his millions into strip clubs and aviation centers called cockpits. And then the moon told him that it was not the right path for him and that he needed to buy this place, serve medicine. The moon told him every single detail of this place. And I've seen it go from having 3 people back in 2016 to now we get 60, 70 AEs. This week coming, we've got Taita Juanito and it's a full house. And this past week, we've had about 60 guests and it has been super beautiful. We've had Mario Martinez as the thought leader going into all the mind, body, consciousness, talking about how you can heal your body through your mind, which is exactly true. We really, 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 really can. So check out Mario Martinez if you have not heard of him. And let's get to today's interview with this goddess. We have Shell from London, so you get 2 for the price of 1 accents. Your story absolutely inspired me. I heard you share, I think it was Tuesday, and I resonated so much because you were talking about eating disorders, and I knew straight away, I was like, this girl is so incredibly brave to have come here, and you're dealing with a lot of stuff all at once. And then also I spoke to Meg, Chef Meg, and she said that you said to her at the beginning of the week, there's no way, I just don't think I'm going to be able to heal these things in 1 week. And then having heard you share today, I was like, I am definitely fucking interviewing her, because you were up the front crying, and your raw emotion, it's just, I knew that people would absolutely gel, because you've got so many things going on. It will touch the lives of so many different people, and especially with bulimia, because I know so many people just in my friend circle back home, and me having had it before, that so many girls and guys, but so many people in this day and age are suffering from this eating disorder. And to know that on your own, it's such a struggle to think you'll ever be able to get rid of it. I remember a very close friend of mine said she was comfortable with the fact that she was always going to be bulimic. She just knew, she was like, I live with it, I'm fine with it, I want to eat what I want to eat, and I want to get it out. But it's an illness, it's a definite illness.
And it becomes normal, it actually becomes part of your normal day.
Yeah.
You don't even think that there's anything wrong with it anymore.
No.
And I had to realise that it wasn't right, and I was harming myself.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. So let's start at the beginning. So where were you in your life that made you think, I need something else? Obviously you had a lot going on. So just talk us through how the word ayahuasca came to you, and then also how you found us here.
So I had heard about ayahuasca a couple of times, and at first it just sounded a bit kind of hippie voodoo. I was like, whoa, this is just too crazy and out there for me. But I had been on a roller coaster for about 13 years of just pain and suffering, and just constantly harming myself, and just not feeling like myself, even though I've got a lot of great things in my life. So I've got 2 amazing jobs, I've got the most phenomenal husband, my mum is just like an earth angel, I've got so many good things, but I still just felt that underlying sadness and heaviness every day. I'd wake up and just think, what is the matter with me? Why can't I just shake this off? This is like, I'm just driving myself mad, feeling like this. And there were some days where I just couldn't even be around people, because I just felt so crap and so low. I was like, I just don't want to put that on other people. And I heard one of my friends had been to Peru and had the experience out there, and said it was profound healing, absolutely amazing. And I was like, wow, Peru sounds a bit far away. And it was in the jungle, and I was like, doesn't sound like that luxurious to me. I quite like my creature comforts. And then I met another person who had tried it and said how amazing it was. I kept hearing about it, but I just wasn't ready. I kept thinking like, oh, it just sounds a bit too much. It sounds a bit too intense for me. And I was watching an interview where Brandy, who's Jerry's wife, was actually being interviewed, and she was just telling, it wasn't like she was selling it, she was just kind of making people aware of what it is that happens here. And it just really hit me. I was just like, wow, this just sounds the most incredible place. So I just contacted, inquired. I just felt really pulled to go and make that first point of contact. And when I saw what was actually included in the overall cost as well, it wasn't just you taking plant medicine, there's the massages, the cleanses, all the classes. I mean, don't come here thinking this is a holiday. This is like kind of spiritual boot camp. You come here to work, and you work hard, but there is such an abundance of support and love here. It's hard to not just go home exploding with sort of joy and gratitude.
Yeah, and I always say you pay a lot of money to puke and shit, but what you get is priceless.
It is priceless. I would pay it over again.
Yeah.
Actually, I would just wish that I could win the lottery to pay for all my friends and family to come here, because it's just so incredible. So just backtrack, I phoned up, booked, and I had like a 2-month wait, and that 2 months was just like, come on, I just know this is going to be what's the deal. And actually one of my friends said, like, sort of don't get your hopes too high that it's going to fix everything.
Yeah.
Whereas I watched one of Jerry's videos, and he was like, set your expectations up here. So I wrote down like 10 things I wanted to get sorted out. One was my bulimia, one was I was on antidepressants, sort of for the bulimia. So I was like, I don't want to go back on them. I'd had a speech problem my whole life, and I even think it now because to shut me up.
Yeah.
But I always had this like sort of fear of public speaking. I had this stammer that would come on when I was nervous, and when I would be put in situations to go and talk publicly for my job, I'd be like, no way, I'm going to get sick. There's no way I'm going to put myself in that situation. And then this morning I've stood up in front of 60 people and just gone and shared. So that's one thing that's been healed. So I've got to look at my notes because it's just so much.
You would never have known that you had that at all.
I was always so conscious, and I think that's where the shame bit came in, because it was that kind of shame that I can't even do a basic thing as conversing with people.
Yeah, but it's an energy. Yeah, it's like an energy, like that fear inside of you would have been the block.
Yeah.
And so once that's pushed through, whether you puke it out or shit it out or whatever it is in the medicine world, it's like it's just clearing you for like a clear channel.
The bulimia came on. I feel like I'm going ahead far too much.
But
when I was younger, I was always like bigger than the average kid. I wasn't a typical skinny kid. I was a bit chunky. I did lots of sport, whereas all of my friends were just like skinny matchsticks. So I was always comparing myself to everyone else. So I was bullied at school. My father used to always comment on my weight and would be like, "You're not going to get a good job unless you're slimmer. You're not going to get anyone to love you unless you're slim." Like everything was around my weight. My mum was always on a diet, so I actually grew up just knowing that unless you were slim and on a diet, then that wasn't.
it's like ingrained into you from young.
Totally ground in.
And then you've got magazines and TV and
Instagram,
celebrities and Instagram now, Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like
I just grew up kind of feeling that wasn't good enough as myself. I was always trying to change myself. My father and I had an incident when I was 24. We had an incident where we were arguing and he tried to strangle me, tried to put his hands around my throat, and I remember just feeling so worthless, and the fact that my own father could do that to me. If he can do that, well, God, what's the point in being alive? So I actually did try to take my own life. And
thank fuck you didn't succeed, love.
Clearly didn't.
Clearly
didn't
do a good enough job. Good.
But I just felt like that was my only way out. I just wasn't loved, and I wasn't needed here.
Of course, when it comes from your father, because there's a direct representation of the masculine that you want to like find, and your masculine energy in you. So it's like a total slap in the face.
Yeah, it was awful. It totally destroyed me.
But then you got to think like, what's going on for him? Hurt people hurt people.
Absolutely.
So it's like he's taking something out on you that he needs to deal with himself. It's not a representation of who you are. It shows who he is and what he was going through.
Definitely.
And like I said earlier, like you drinking this medicine and going through this healing path of, even seeing that experience again, living it again, healing it, is definitely rippling through to his energy. 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
It's amazing how this works.
I've actually dreamt us meeting up. I can just see it happening. But after I had my suicide attempt, I had counselling, and I wrote him a letter to say, look, this has happened. I really want us to like move on from this and heal. And he just never responded. And that was 13 years ago. So
you haven't spoken to him for 13 years.
13 years.
And maybe he didn't respond through guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, or shame.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've just felt for the last 13 years is abandonment as well. So I felt ashamed because of my weight. I felt abandoned because my father just didn't bother getting back in touch. So
I feel like we are from the same family. You're like saying everything that I've been through. Wow.
Yeah.
And look at you now though. Like this is amazing how it takes these traumas obviously to wake us up and to make us stronger. And unfortunately it does come in the the subject of somebody that we adore and love, but it takes that to get us to the point of no return where we know that something has to change in us. And you've gone through so much, like with your looks and not feeling good enough, to not feeling good enough for your own blood, your own father. And as little girls, we look up to our dad.
I was always really jealous of my friends that had this great, sort of daughter-daddy relationship, and I was always like jealous. I'm like, God, you just got this bond, and I had nothing. Mine had just walked away, and it was just hurting so bad. And I then threw all that negative energy into trying to change myself to what was
so people would
socially acceptable. Yeah. So I actually had a gastric band operation when I was 25. I lost 140 pounds in weight, and even when I was at my skinniest, like I was a size 6 which US is size 2, I think.
Yeah.
When I was like looked ill. I looked ill. I was living on a can of soup a day. But even at a size 6, I still wasn't happy. I was still looking for the next thing to change, the next thing to try and do.
It's because we all think that we'll be happy once we get that. I've always been like, I'll be happy once I'm thin, and once I've got these muscles like these girls over here, once I've got this, that, and the other. And then the medicine has brought me to the realization that it is so deep, that happiness is such a deep inside job. No exterior shit is going to make you happy.
No.
Not one bit. And the beauty about having family that abandon you is, first of all, you know how not to be. You're like, well, I don't ever want to treat anyone like that. I don't want to be like that. And then you're kind of forced into going inward. It takes a while, but it's like, well, if they don't love me, if that person, if this, that, and the other, no exterior stuff is doing it for me, then you literally have to go in, which is why you've ended up here. And now you've got this inward love that emanates outward, and no fucker can mess with you. It's like, I don't care. It's like what you were saying, like you want to speak to your dad, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is, because you know who you are, and that's the most beautiful, and the goal of this life is to get inward. Fucking big paths you got going on, girl.
So yeah, that was the sort of backstory to that. And then over the last 3 years, I've spent over £60,000. I know, totally awful. £60,000, credit cards, loans, borrowed off family to go and have plastic surgery to try and kind of finalise my finished look. I've lost the weight, but I had pockets of fat and cellulite and just lumps that I just couldn't get rid of through exercise. And I was a real yoga bunny. I was doing yoga 4 times a week, eating clean, but still binging through pain and hurt. When I binge, I would purge, and I was just in this cycle of, this is my new normal now. And even though I would do it and I would know as soon as I was going to purge it was wrong, I just couldn't help. It was compulsive behaviour. And as soon as I purged, I felt free.
Because it's like, it feels like a cleanse. I know through myself, it was like, okay, I'm intelligent enough to know that I shouldn't be taking this in, but my common sense is lacking, because I'm not thinking about the ramifications of spending an hour after eating that, like with the whole sick process, and then also the damage it's causing. But because it's so ingrained in the mind, it literally just becomes like your norm. And then when you're drinking the water or whatever to cleanse out the stuff, when it's coming out, it's like, okay, I feel cleansed. There's just like this connection of it's just something is not connecting right there. But it's just getting out of it, because it becomes such a habit. And I mean, the thing that stopped me was getting cancer, because then I was only eating fruit, and I didn't want to throw anything up. I was like, why would I throw? But my mom was like, I wouldn't need to throw fruit up. It was just when I was eating things that were fried or heavy that I knew I didn't want to have. And then also, because I was a bigger girl, it was always like, anything that I think is going to make me fat, like I want to taste it, I want to experience it, but I don't want to go through it. I want to have my cake and eat it, and then I want it out.
Absolutely.
And there's so many people like that, and it's so upsetting, but I totally understand it. But it's massive. Like it is like a really big deal that's happening around. So like with this story, hopefully we can get more people here to get to the root of it. Why are you doing that? And it's obviously like, you know why, and you've smashed it this week, like seriously. Let's get into this week. So you arrived on Sunday, and breathwork. Have you ever done breathwork before?
I've done meditation, but not breathwork, actual experienced here.
And how was that?
Really intense. And there's this whole, you spend 10 minutes going, am I doing it right? Am I breathing deep enough? Am I exhaling long enough? And then there's the whole toning where you're releasing and you're shouting and you're like, I feel so stupid. And then you sit up after an hour and you're like, did that do anything? And then after an hour, you're like, actually it did. I feel lighter, I feel brighter, I feel like something's been released. So that was the first stage to an intro to Rythmia.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's a good intro, and it's a good way to open up like the vessels, because we are made up of 72,000 energy channels, and so we're tubular beings. So like with the breath, it allows you just to cleanse the body, and then it's so much easier for the medicine to go through. That's why we recommend people sticking to La Dieta before, because then there's no stimuli to go against the medicine. You know, if you've like jacked up on coffee or chocolate, or you've been rampant having sex all week, you know, you're so stimulated that it's harder for the medicine to come in and give you a full experience. And I've really, really, really experienced that. I've been super strict on my dieta and skyrocketed to the moon straight away. And then working here, you get a little bit lax. You go to Pure Vegan, you have a burrito and some cheesy fries. And then, you're starting ceremonies next week. And I observed the direct correlation between the diet, breathing beforehand, and really like setting your intention. They're super, super, super powerful. So then when you went into Monday, so we had Mario Martinez workshop on Monday, and you loved it. He is a legend.
I was actually sat next to Mario on the sort of transfer shuttle from the airport, and I just thought he was like me, coming to sort out some shit. It turns out he's like super intelligent doctor, so no, he's lovely, and he really gave me that kind of insight to what the week's like and how it's going to be, because I was petrified, absolutely petrified of what was going to happen or wasn't going to happen. I just spent a lot of money getting here, also from London, so flights were expensive as well as the trip. So I put a lot of faith, and my expectations were so high, and I just had like every wish, every bit of faith that it was going to turn out. So Mario was brilliant.
Good.
Brilliant first person.
Yeah, I'm glad I was a pretty good person to sit next to. Yeah, he's amazing. And then Monday we had Scotty doing the medicine on Monday. How was that?
I mean, Scott's energy is so calm, and just when you walked in to the temple, Maloka,
temple, good.
Just that real calmness of, okay, this isn't as scary as what it seems, and obviously the way that everything's laid out and presented here at Rythmia, it's so clean and hygienic. You're not kind of vomiting outside in a bush. You've got your own little
Jerry's got OCD, and everything is immaculate. I mean, like, you'll be, when you come here, you'll see, because ceremonies will be like, even for example, so Thursday night ceremony finishes at like 9-10 in the morning on Friday. And then literally you could go back there at lunchtime and you wouldn't even know that a ceremony had happened. Like, the team here, the guest services team and the cleaners are onto it. And Jerry is good at cracking the whip when it comes to cleanliness. So, yeah.
It was amazing. That was my first ever experience of plant medicine. So I remember queuing up.
Have you ever done any psychedelics?
Absolutely nothing.
So I
just used to get drunk all the time. That was
oh my God! So that's the beautiful thing. It's like, because before I had done medicine, I had done acid and I had done mushrooms. So I had seen that you could, create some shapes and see some stuff. So far removed from what I saw on ayahuasca. I'm always so inspired by people that have never done anything and take the leap of faith to come and do it, because then you're like blasted into a world of like, oh my God, it's not like you've even had years to mold into the fact that there's something else out there other than this. It's like, it's just, you're going the fast way to it. It's beautiful.
Right, I had done quite a lot of healing before I came here. So when I came here, I felt kind of like 50% there. So I've done lots of work. One of my friends is a healer as well, so I've done a lot of work before I came here. And when you talk to different people, their experiences are very different because they've not done any work on themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like my bit of homework before I came has definitely helped my experience. So my first experience of drinking, one was like, oh, it doesn't taste as bad. It's only a shot, you're not getting like a pint glass.
Yeah.
So the shot wasn't so bad. And then I just went back to my bed and I just had a really peaceful first night. I wasn't sick. I didn't go the other end. It was just really peaceful, and I just had a really, really great sleep.
Beautiful.
Then I went out for my second glass, and it was then that something really started to happen. And I had my second glass, went to walk back to my bed, and I just collapsed. I just hit the floor, and I remember being on the floor going like, what the fuck just happened there? And all of a sudden my stomach was churning, my guts were just like a washing machine. And I purged so violently. It was actually quite scary how much I was sick. And when I asked the bucket, it sounds crazy, but you've all talked to a bucket. I remember asking the bucket, like, what is this? And all I could hear was the word shame. So it was like I had been sick for the last time, even though I didn't know that at that point. I just remember being sick thinking, fuck me, that was awful.
Yeah.
But I just remember hearing the word shame, and you haven't got anything to be ashamed about. So shame has been taken out and it's now in the bucket. So that was the first night. I remember just waking up and going back to my room thinking, that wasn't so bad. It's okay.
It's amazing. And the beautiful thing is like, I mean, we get downloads and messages, and we can definitely ask what the purge is. And like you said, you go back to your room and you're a bit like, okay, that was eventful. And then what I found is like beyond Rythmia is where we start to really notice the true healing that's happened. Because that while you're here, it's phenomenal and you see things, you get worked on by aliens and you have a knowing and an understanding and you let things go. But then beyond here, like 50% of the ceremony is here, but 50% is in life. And then when you're in life, you start to notice that, oh my God, I'm not thinking the way I used to think. I'm not reacting to that person anymore. I'm not the same version. And it starts to play out. And then it just literally becomes a new you. And so you don't even really notice because there's such a contrast in the difference when you came here to when you leave. But the contrast starts fading. But it becomes like an ever-expanding experience that is in you forever. And you just keep going up the levels. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So shame, that was a good first night.
Shame, and it's something I'd say is when you're having your experience, is actually try not to listen to other people's experience and actually compare, because you'll hear everyone going like, oh my God, I saw my nan, and oh my God, I was worked on by an alien. You're like, I didn't get an alien visit. I've never seen my nan. So straight away you go into your old ways of comparing and wanting what that person's got. But everyone's journey is like sort of so individual, and you will get your miracle, but it just happens on like different days for people. And I think it's again sort of how much you're open. If you're lying there going like, oh my God, I'm really scared and I don't want to puke, I don't want to shit, I don't want to get anything bad, then you're kind of pushing it away. Whereas I just was like, bring it on, just do what you need to do. Just
we say that, like surrender and just trust, because she's a mother's energy. She loves you. You're her real children. And so she just wants you to be a better version of yourself. So she's going to spank your ass if you've been naughty, or she's going to give you a hug and give you some unconditional love. You're going to get both, but it's just really important to remember that she loves you like a mother, so there's nothing to fear. And then what you'll find is you'll be able to go a lot deeper if you've got no resistance and you're just like, fuck it, do whatever you've got to do to me. I trust you, I love you. And then she'll go in and weave her magic, and it'll be a much more deeper, profound experience. What I do notice here is there's so much fear Monday, Tuesday, and then it's usually like Wednesday, Thursday, the people that have been holding on to their fear and holding on to who they have been in previous days. And then even on a different note, some people that hold on to the fear for the whole first week but stay the second week, they go deeper. So it's kind of like the sooner you can let go of the fear and like that tense feeling and the distrust, then you can literally go a lot deeper. It's so profound how deep you can go if you just lay back and allow her to do that. So Tuesday, Brad's ceremony.
Tuesday was my night. Tuesday is the night that changed my life. So we had Brad, who was the shaman. I had first drink, second drink, nothing really. Still having like nice chilled out time. And I was out in one of the hammocks, and Raven, who's one of the most beautiful helpers, she's just phenomenal.
She's gorgeous.
She just came out to the hammock and was like, you okay? And I was like, yeah, just chilling, not really seeing much, feeling much. She was like, I think you should come in for the third cup. And I was like, oh, really? But it was the third cup that did it. So I had the third cup, and Brad did a healing on me. I asked him to help sort of heal my throat chakra and help let me live in peace. I said, I just want to leave here in peace and leave all my anger behind. So I fed up with being angry. So he did some healing on me, rubbed some herbs all over me. I went back to my bed, and it must have been like within 10 minutes, I was fully on this journey, just like skyrocketed. I went back to myself as a child. There was an incident when I was 5, and I can identify that was when my soul split. And it was when my speech problem happened, because again, trying to make it really condensed and short, but
that's okay.
I was having, I was playing with my brother, and we were playing this game with these little marbles, and he put one in his mouth, and I was like, don't put it in your mouth. So he put it in his mouth. He actually swallowed it, and he started choking. And where I was so scared, I actually called for my dad, who was maybe like a couple of 100 foot away. And I was screaming for my dad to come and help, and he came running down the path, and where he then was like, what was the matter? And where I was so scared, I couldn't talk. I was so like, oh, and he shook me going, what's the matter? And it played out to me like a film. I could just see little me in this moment, just being so scared and so petrified. Like I just lost my voice. And that is what has gone through the rest of my life, is just being scared. Almost like scared of talking. So was able to identify that was when my soul split.
And your brother's okay?
Totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally fine. Not putting marbles in
I'm
there.
like hanging on to the edge of my fucking seat here.
No, he was like 3 as well. So it was really
Do you know what,
scary.
babe? I feel your fucking pain because my little sister's son, Riley, I was looking after him and I had some dried mango and I'm just eating this dried mango and he wanted some, so I gave him a bit. And then like I looked to the right and then I could no longer hear him anymore. And I looked to the left and he was like choking on this mango. I could just see tears rolling from his eyes and he's like choking. So me not knowing any fucking first aid, my instinct was I just put my fingers in his throat and pulled it out.
Yeah.
He was fine and we both hugged and cried and it was the worst experience I couldn't even imagine being a mum and having anything happen to my child, like fuck.
Yeah.
And then since then I've just had this fear. Every time I'm with him, I'm like, can you chew? Can you chew that properly?
Don't feed him.
Can you make sure you chew it? I don't give him dried shit or anything. But then also on the flip side of that, after that I went and done a first aid course, specifically with children and everything. And they said that I could have killed him. Because you're not meant to put your fingers down your throat, you're meant to like hit their back and stuff like that. So I feel your pain because as soon as you said that, I felt the energy in me. This is how powerful like these triggers are that happen. We're designed for this to happen. So like from in the womb to up until about 5, so you got yours at 5, we're designed to split. And it's in that split that all dis-ease, all the disconnect and who we're actually not comes from. So we become the protective personality and the ego, and then you've had to develop that because you've had this speech impediment happen, and you've got all these weight issues happening. So all these things stemming from that were just to get you back to the point before that happened. But I feel your pain there, girl.
Yeah, it was awful.
My God.
So I saw that playing out, and then I just basically went up to me as the 5-year-old and just picked her up and held her and was like, you did nothing wrong, you don't need to be sorry, you're loved. And as I was talking to her, she just got smaller and smaller and smaller until she was in my hand, and I just put her into my heart. And that was the moment that I just like burst into tears. But it was like that release, happy tears, knowing that I'd forgiven myself. It was just beautiful. And whilst I was having these visions, all I could see was angel wings in front of my eyes, feathers, kind of psychedelic patterns, not psychedelic, what's the word? What are we looking for?
Yeah, or sacred geometry. Yeah.
Patterns. And then I went on to my dad, and I could see my dad, and I just remember feeling compassion and I don't say pity, but I did start to feel a bit sorry for him, thinking, well, what if he's just a little boy, deep down? What if, if I've been hating on this guy that's got as many problems as I have, but being a man, it isn't easy to show it and let it out. So I just felt uncontrollably able to let it go and actually forgive him. And I woke up and I was like, I need to write him a letter. I need to write him another letter and tell him he's forgiven. It's just crazy because I always thought for the rest of my life we'd never be in contact. And the way that I'm feeling now is even if I do write him a letter and he doesn't respond, it's fine because either we're not meant to be in each other's lives and that's cool, or we are meant to be in each other's lives.
But that's healing you so much. It's the point where you can get to the point of forgiving the unforgivable in somebody else. It frees you and forgives the unforgivable in you. But we're all busy going around drinking this poison, expecting somebody else to die from it, and it just isn't the case because we're hurting ourselves. Even if we don't feel like that. Like I've stopped speaking to many people, and at the time it felt so good, so right. I was like, I cannot have this person hurting me anymore. And then it gets to the point where you're just like, well, no, like they're hurt people. And so you have to forgive for it to not carry you down and carry that heavy burden on you. And it doesn't matter what his response is. Yeah. Although you doing this work will definitely be working on him, 1,000,000%. Yeah. So you might be surprised by the way he responds to you because it's been 13 years, unlucky for some, lucky for you, it's like, yeah, definitely. Like to have each other back in each other's lives, it will just heal you on so many levels. But also if he's not ready, just know that you have planted that seed for him to one day reach out to you. Because at the minute, he's probably not in reaching out stage because he feels so shameful and so guilty for his part in it all. And, with like that masculine, like energy. They want to like hold it in and don't want to release their emotions and such. So it's just trusting, like whatever the outcome, just know that it's perfect for you. Absolutely. You just
whatever happens, I know that it's all perfect and there's nothing to worry about. But so that was one bit. And then with regards to my speech, as part of my healing ceremony with Brad, he had, he touched my throat, he had held my throat at times, and when I was lying there, I could just feel like stars and rainbows coming out of my mouth. I was puking rainbows almost. But I just felt so free, and I knew that I'd never have a problem like speaking again. There was that, and when I was yawning, because again, when you talk about ayahuasca, everyone thinks it's puke and shit, but it's not. There's the sweating, the crying, the yawning, and one of the things that I saw from Mother Ayahuasca is that when I was sick the night before in the bucket, that actually played back to me again. I was like, I don't understand, why am I seeing this? And again, I got the message that is the last time that you'll ever be sick. And I knew that my bulimia was gone. It was almost like me being so violently sick. It was like, that's the last time that ever happened to you. So it was just magical. And I remember just crying, like tears of joy, and just saying like, thank you. When I was yawning as well, so I meant to say about the yawning, my purge for the last 4 days has just been to yawn. All I've done is yawn. And there was one moment where I'd gone to the bathroom and I was sitting there yawning and I could see black smoke coming out of my mouth. It was just...
It's massive energy release. My first 4 ceremonies ever, it was all just like tears and like yawning, like I couldn't open my mouth big enough, like,
I was like lying breath.
Yeah. You could literally see things come out because it's energy. And you've got to think, years of bulimia is all energy that you are like putting time and energy into something that is really heavy and is wrong. So then your mind is telling your body stuff, and then it's bringing this whole shame and things. So like all that energy coming out, in a way, it doesn't always have to be the puking, which is beautiful because she can transmute energy up to meet her. So it's like you drink the sacred medicine, and everything in you that is not on that frequency either has to be transmuted up to meet it, or then it has to be purged out in some way. And I always find a yawn really amazing and really satisfying because it's like the biggest, best yawn ever, and you really feel like you're getting shit out. It's amazing. Well done.
So when I woke up, I literally felt, reborn, and kind of saying here is that, when you get your miracle, it is your birthday.
Yeah.
So I was like, happy birthday to me.
I heard you say that. You're like, it's my birthday. I was like, happy birthday. It's amazing. No, but it really is, because you are reborn. Like, you will never be the same again. It's like having that death of the old conditioned state you, the one that didn't even know why, like the whole reason why I was just living this unhappy state and waking up every day not knowing why. Like you said, like your external world, great husband, 2 jobs, like everything is beautiful, but deep inside there's just something broken, something that's not right. And then coming here and dying, that part of you dying and being reborn, it really is the most magnificent part of it. That's what we say to people, don't be scared of the death part. It does feel like you can physically die sometimes, but it's the most beautiful experience, because you know that part of you, part of your ego, part of all that trauma is dead, and then you move forward in this bright, new, shiny, healed, glowing state.
And it was strange the next day, because even though, so before it happened, before my miracle happened, I always thought I was quite an approachable, happy, friendly person. And a few of the ladies that I would chat to at breakfast, they came up to me Wednesday morning and were like, you look so different. Like, you're carrying yourself different, your face looks different. And I was like, well, really? And then they were like, you're so much more approachable and friendly. And I was like, oh, I thought I was like her anyway, but clearly maybe I wasn't. Maybe there was a barrier. Maybe I was just had this wall of protection around me that people didn't feel they could get close to me.
Yeah, and you didn't want to be hurt again. Like, there's this underlying feeling of, I don't want people to get too close because I don't want to be hurt. I don't want that fear of abandonment to keep resurfacing. And we are not aware of most of the shit that we are like feeling internally and what we're projecting out. We just don't know because it's been on like this conditioned like robot state for so long that we don't know. And then we have this bravado that no, I'm friendly, I'm this and that, but it's not coming from the true authentic place, and people can see that.
Yeah.
And so when you do the medicine, like what's happened with you, it's like shift everything to get up to this frequency of just pure love. And so like people's faces do get better. Like you literally just have this like glow and this light. It's not this heavy energy. And the way you carry yourself is more fluid and more open and free because that stagnant conditioned state is no longer part of you. Fucking, I noticed the difference in you. It was incredible. That's why I was like watching your journey from like the beginning, like all the way through, and I just couldn't believe, like hearing you today, I was like blown away. What a good Tuesday.
It was amazing.
So Wednesday, were you going to Paula's Dances at you?
Yes, I've done every single class possible. Every single class, and I think that definitely helps. Like people can't just do the medicine and expect that to like you have to work up here as well, and the classes are just priceless.
Yeah, because this is what I say as well, like if you're gonna just do the medicine, then you can go and just do the medicine somewhere. But the difference with this place is everything else that makes this what it is. It's the staff, it's the courses, it's the cleanses, it's like the people you meet. And a lot of people say, you know, I wouldn't be able to drink with 60, 70 people. But that makes it the energy. Even Taita Juanito, who is here now, coming into next week, he said himself, like the more people, the more energy, the more healing there is. So it just makes for such a profound like experience to be here with everything all in one, because you can drink anywhere around the world. And I never say do not go and drink anywhere else, definitely do. But I definitely, in my opinion, think that for your first few times while you're navigating the medicine, come here, because all the courses and everything are perfectly orchestrated and structured to enable you to get the most out of the experience, as opposed to just going to someone's living room and drinking medicine, or just going in the jungle. It's you, the medicine, and your interpretation of it, and then you go and you leave. Whereas here it's like from start to finish you can get the healings. We've had people get healings on the cleanse with a tube up their bum, like people have merged with their soul. And I've had people heal their heart in my yoga, because every single thing is orchestrated to talk you into knowing a bit more about what's going on for you with everything that we do and everything that we offer here. Especially Paula's classes. Paula's classes are amazing. She's a little pocket rocket.
She's amazing.
So Wednesday, Sarah's night, ladies' night.
Yes. Sarah is just like a goddess in human form. She's absolutely incredible. And just obviously you're drinking no other ayahuasca, but to have a female shaman serving you and actually looking after you the whole night, it's just a very different energy, and just beautiful. The music that was played, just an amazing night. And it's weird, like I think one of my friends this morning was saying that she didn't have any like bad nights, and we were trying to say there isn't such a thing as a bad night, because it's all perfect, it's all happening the way it needs to happen. But I felt the same, like I didn't have any like bad experiences, bad dreams, or anything scary. Mine was all just beautiful and peaceful. Yeah. And that
because
night,
you need that.
Yeah. And it was just beautiful. I remember when the smoke had gone around again and like the room was filled, I could see energy. I could see little blue lights dancing around the altar. When Sarah was healing some people, I could see light around her head. Just amazing, and again really just felt beautiful, and it
opens you up to who you truly are, because we all have the ability to see energy and auras, and once our pineal gland is decalcified, we can really start to see like the projections in our mind and that inner world. It's just like connecting with the medicine, having that doorway into the source, and then beyond here, it's meditating, yoga, tai chi, all these things that will connect you to the source, but ultimately meditating and getting back in. So you don't have to drink medicine every week. It's all about just like trusting in the process and connecting spiritually to be able to see like what we see in the medicine. Because a lot of people, they leave here and they're like, I want that feeling all the time. It's like, we can have that. Like, it's so inside of us. And I like what you said about not being bad, not being good, because we get a lot of people saying, like, how was last night? They're like, oh shit, it was the worst night ever. And it's like we have to reframe our words because our language is so powerful, because it's not good, it's not bad, it's just what is. And it's a perfect script by a divine intelligence who knows you, truly knows you, and she knows exactly how you need it and when you need it. And you've got to think, you've been being like, we've been tormenting yourself internally and externally for years and years and years. And I felt the same when the medicine came into me. I was expecting this harsh death like experience, but the first 4 and 5 were beautiful and love, and I was hugging myself and promising myself I would never like throw up again and all this kind of stuff. It was just like this whole beautiful experience, and I realized that she gave me that because I had never been giving myself that.
You needed it.
So she gives you that. Some people need that smack on the ass, you know, and then other people, they just need that gentle love to be connected back in. So how beautiful.
Wednesday was just pure peace, but it was strange because again, when you listen to everyone kind of at the end of the ceremony and everyone's saying their experience, because mine was just peaceful and chilled, you then hear other people that have had their miracle or had a really crazy experience talking to, oh my God, I missed out surgery. How can I miss out surgery? Tuesday night I had surgery from a celestial being. It was crazy.
I love that.
Because a lot of my self-harm has been done to my stomach. I remember lying there and I heard a voice asking if they could touch me, kind of enter me, and I was like, yeah, go for it. And I remember lying down, I could feel my stomach being pulled and moved. And when I looked down, I just had like these electric blue lights kind of all over my body. My stomach lit up like a beacon, and I just knew that I was being worked on. That was absolutely phenomenal.
It's incredible, isn't it? Because we can hear other people's experiences, and I'm sure like people that watch these and they're like, what the fuck? Yeah. But then they get here and they're like, oh my God, I get it. And it's true, these light beings do want to help us. They're like really proud that we're doing the work and that we're wanting to heal ourselves. Yeah. It's amazing. And it actually really is surgery. Because like from here on, like if you start to get any like cramping or any feelings, just know that you've had some dramatic work done. Yeah, it may not be like the way that we're used to in like a put to sleep surgery and all that, but this is like the most divine surgery possible. Yeah. So good work, girl.
Yeah. So that was all healed, and I think that's another reason why I felt I wouldn't ever be sick again, because something in there has been healed so profoundly. So Wednesday night, I remember waking up and just thinking like, that's just okay. And then the rest of Wednesday, I started to feel a bit scared. It's that feeling of, what happens if I lose this? What happens if I forget? What happens if I go back to my old ways? And I had a really, really good chat with JJ, who is amazing. When you meet JJ, he's just phenomenal. Yeah. And he's become a bit of my sort of soul brother from another mother.
He's like that.
And he gave me some real sort of helpful counselling. We had an hour together and just talked and reflected. And I came out of there just so ready. Thursday night, I was like, no, this is the new me, and I am healed. I am now pure light, and I'm just ready for the yahe. Yahe. So Thursday. Yeah. Night. Yeah. The biggest
all-night party.
All-nighter.
And it was Leo this week, so it's the Colombian tribe. They come down and work their magic with their spiritual car washes, and it's just a very beautiful all-night party, lots of healings. And Matt and Lynn, my friends who have been here, well, Lynn's now been here like this is her third time, and she also came to my Peruvian retreat, and she is just an absolute goddess, and her husband too, and they have healed on a whole nother level and got married on Thursday's ceremony. So congratulations to you both.
So Matt and Lynn, I actually met at the airport. They're on my transfer again. So when we was on the way, like Mario was giving me advice, and the whole trip, Matt and Lynn have been my kind of guides and telling me what to expect, how everything's working. They've just been the most beautiful couple, and to see them get married. When I woke up from my yahe sleep, I remember waking up and opening my eyes, and everything was just electric blue, like sky. I hadn't seen the sky as bright and as blue as that. When I woke up, they were with Leo getting their ceremony, and I was just absolutely sobbing just out of pure joy for them. It was just beautiful. So I really want to bring my husband. Yes. Hopefully you're watching, because you're going to come here.
Yes, bring the husband. That would be beautiful, especially to cement in, like with you now, seeing what he sees. Because you were saying that he was...
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
No, go for it. Above you.
My husband and I have been together nearly 20 years. I met him when I was 18, and he has loved me through thick and thin, fat and thin, I always say, as well. He's put up with so much, and he's watched me go through so much pain. And one of the things that he said to me last year was like, I wish that you could just see what I see and what everyone else sees. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, because you sit here and say that I'm fat, I'm this and that. And he said, it's just not true. And I always remember him saying, like, when I told him I booked Rythmia and how much it was, he was like, oh, it's a lot of money. But I was like, babe, I have ultimate faith that I'm going to come back and I will be able to see what you can see. And when I spoke to him on Tuesday, after my miracle night, I remember just being on the phone going like, I finally see it. Oh my God. Like, it's just absolutely just.
You can't put a price on that.
No, you cannot. I mean, I would pay it again, 100% to have that feeling. And I literally cannot wait to get home to my husband. He's actually going to meet me at the airport. Originally he was working, but I was like, you need to take the day off and meet me at the airport. Don't meet me outside, meet me in the terminal by the gate, because I just need to see you.
Oh, that would be so amazing if you came back here to do
that Love Actually moment.
Yeah.
Run up, jump, and he catches me. I want all that.
Imagine how different that your relationship's going to be now, because of you seeing exactly what he sees, like the truth of it all. Like, it's just going to change everything. Because I know, like, as a woman, we can be having like the inner turmoil of like, I'm not good enough, I feel fat in this, and then we will never say like that on the external while we're getting ready doing our things, but it will ripple out in everything we fucking do. We're making a sandwich for him, so fucking, you know, like, but it's our own inner shit that is rippling out, and then this medicine comes in and just takes that away. So it's going to affect everything in your world, like every single thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've actually been together 20 years next year, so I want to get our vows renewed, and then I was like, we could just get married here again.
Back here, yeah.
Just start saving now.
I can't wait for that. So how was Thursday though? Did you get the shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's my favourite question.
So when I woke up and I was watching Matt and Lynn get married, I was lying in my bed like, oh, this is so beautiful, it's amazing. And I was lying there, I was like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. Went to get up, and my mattress was just a car crash. It was fucked. Just shit everywhere. I was like, oh my God. Like, my biggest fear, the whole holiday, the whole trip has been, don't want to shit myself. Don't want to shit myself. And the whole saying about what resists persists. Yes, it fucking does.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God. I picked up a blanket, like, kind of shuffled out to the toilet. I had to just throw my underwear, my yoga pants in the bin. There was no saving it.
Yeah.
And I was in the bathroom cleaning up, and I was just laughing. I was laughing so hard, like, fuck's sake, the one thing I didn't want to happen, and it happened. But
I always say to people, I'm like, we all shit, we all puke, we all fart, and definitely never trust a fart on your head.
Oh my God.
But the beautiful thing is, it's so...
I was asleep. This all happened when I was asleep.
Yeah, I know, so you didn't even have a chance. But it teaches you humility. It's like, I see people like, because it happens to the best of us. Like, sometimes you're awake for it, sometimes you're not. And so it teaches you just to be okay with it. Instead of like feeling, oh my God, I've done this, or what people are going to think. This is the perfect place to shit yourself, to fall on the floor, die, get naked and run around, and then shit yourself like Brad our shaman did. So like literally, it's just to let go, and just like, none of us get out of this incarnation alive. Like, so why be so serious? And things like that, when you're at a healing facility, it's brilliant. Like, we want stuff like that to happen because we just want it to just get out. It doesn't matter how it comes out or when or what. It's just like, get it out and don't worry about the rest.
I mean, I've always been a really open person. I'll always like sort of share my experiences. And with this group that we've had here this week, there's been a lot of people that you can see are just so scared to talk in the group. So I always try and be the first one to just talk, to just make people think, oh, she's talking, then I can talk. So when we woke up Thursday morning, and Leo was like, how's everyone's night? How's everything? I just went, I shit my pants. I was just like, announced it to the whole group. Like, and it just, everyone was just roaring, clapping. Like, well done.
That's it. It just breaks that uncomfortable feeling about shitting and farting. It's like, oh, I did it, and I did it royally. Thank you. You're welcome.
and like now in our group, like, it's just crazy how you get here on the first day and everyone's like, God, I don't want to have eye contact. I don't want to talk to anyone. And you're just, again, you're putting up that little barrier and that protection, and like day by day you can just see the group getting more kind of integrated, everyone making the effort, everyone's talking more at like lunch, breakfast, everyone's around the pool.
And then the closing talk, like we're mid-closing talk and people are leaving, it's like everyone's getting up to hug the person leaving. It's like this just hug fest of love. But you wouldn't believe it at the beginning of the week that everybody would have been like that close at any other kind of retreat center. I don't know if it's going to be that kind of like depth, because you're literally going to war here. You're being so vulnerable and sharing the most vulnerable parts of you and healing together, and it is so beautiful to see like the human connection, like this, like when people start to leave, it is like, it's just so beautiful, and people make lifelong friends.
Absolutely. Like
and they plan to come back at the same time again. It's beautiful.
A couple of us have already said about meeting up in London already. Like a couple of the girls who are from Sweden, they're coming over to Europe, and they're deliberately coming to London to meet up.
You have to meet my little sister. She came here, she got her miracle, and she had the best fucking time. So it's good to meet people that have done this experience, or just even drunk medicine, but especially if they've done the Rythmia experience, it's kind of like you've got this tribe and this vibe, and then like it just makes you feel not so alone.
All healed together.
Yeah,
so
and it's
magical.
Beautiful. Fucking well done, girl. Nice. I love your style. So Friday breathwork, how was that after a week of drinking medicine?
Breathwork. So I didn't get a huge amount more in breathwork. I definitely came out feeling chilled and happy. There was a lady next to me actually who had nothing all week, and nada. At every session she was like, I just slept, didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I'd also noticed that she hadn't been to a lot of classes either.
No.
So you must come to the classes.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, I noticed she hadn't been to any classes, and she was saying, I just haven't had anything, I'm feeling really frustrated. And I was like, it'll come in breathwork, I guarantee, in breath, just let it go, because obviously you're encouraged to tone, which is when you bash your arms, you shout, you make as much noise as you can with your limbs. And she was lying next to me, and I heard her kind of go, nothing. And all of a sudden, she just roared, like it was this pain coming out, and she just screamed for like 45 minutes. And I kind of like glanced over, and the tears were just streaming down her. And when we woke up, she was just like shaking, and she was like, I felt it. She said, I actually feel so free. And when she was opening up, she was saying how as a child she felt that she wasn't able to talk freely. She came from a family where children should be seen and not heard. She's never allowed to express herself. So it's like she's finally found her voice. And the difference in her today is just phenomenal. And she keeps coming up to me going, oh my God, you're so right.
And she was saying as well that it was a resistance.
Yes.
A resistance to the medicine. It's like not letting it in, and purposely like knowing that she didn't want it to.
Yeah. She didn't surrender to
it. She didn't surrender, and she knew the whole time it was her. And then, so I'm glad that you pep talked her into the breath work, the depth of it.
I literally was like, just let it out, just shout and scream, let it out. And
now she's a brand new woman.
Yeah,
see, breath work is powerful. It really, 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 really is powerful. This whole place is powerful. Everything is perfectly combined and perfectly put together to get the healing somewhere at some point. So if you don't get it with the medicine, you definitely get it in breath work, or in, like I said, on the cleanse, in yoga. There's so much going on here. We've got meditation, you get massages, we've got organic food by Meg.
Oh my God, what I'm going to miss.
Yeah.
Food has just been incredible. I mean, like what we said earlier about going on the 2-week cleanse before the dieter. So I lost 11 pounds just by doing the dieter before I was coming, And I was always quite clean eating anyway. I was always trying the next diet or the next faddy thing. And the thought of drinking alcohol now like turns my stomach. I don't want to drink alcohol. Haven't eaten meat for like nearly 3 weeks. And again, I haven't missed it. Like the plant-based food that you get from Meg is just amazing. I've actually bought her cookbook to go home with.
You'll find that
my husband likes it or not.
Yeah. Oh no, he'll love it. Just give him the Meg's Miracle Sauce and the brownies. Winning. You'll find, like, by adopting a plant-based diet, like fully, that you can eat a lot more than you were previously able to, and not put weight and you lose weight. It's just
my plates have been overflowing, and normally I was to eat that amount of food, the first thing I'd be doing is running to the toilet to be sick.
It doesn't feel heavy at all.
You get bloated, you just feel so fueled.
And you know in your mind, it's like, this is good food, this is organic, this is made with love and pure intention. I'm eating this to nourish my body. I'm not stuffing this in my face to have a taste on my mouth and then know that I don't want it to go through. I actually want this to go through because this is good shit. Absolutely. So it's all about just making choices. And it's like with the medicine going in and rewiring your neurological pathways with this whole alien experience of healing, it's like you've set yourself up to succeed in such a beautiful way that is so bloody hard to do without coming to a place like this. Like when we're winging it on our own all the time, it just gets so hard because we're like constantly like going up against like it's like having just a constant battle with everything. Whereas when you come here, it's like you just get a clean slate. You get connected back to who you truly are. All the viruses of your beautiful computer system get defragged. Your system goes back to its true motherboard, and it is priceless and so life-changing. The amount of people that have come through here and the amount of lives that have been saved, people that wanted to kill themselves, people that attempted it, this is their last-ditch attempt, people with cancer, so many different ailments, now thriving because they took that leap of faith and tried something they probably would never have tried, but because they're at their wits' end. You know, it's like, I need something, and this is it. Like, this is why I'm here, because it is fucking powerful. What would you say to somebody who was sitting on the fence? Somebody who's like, I'm not sure.
Just don't even hesitate for a second. Like, go and sell your car, borrow the money off someone. Don't even let the money be an issue. It's just the most magical place ever, and I think I found my kind of boot camp for the rest of my life. I'm definitely coming back 100%. And I just want to shout from the rooftops what an amazing experience it's been, because I've just had so many issues. I used to list everything and just be like, how the hell am I ever going to sort one of these things, let alone all of them? And like I said at the start, I had such high expectations of what I wanted to achieve, and I feel like I've achieved all of them and more. Like this morning when we were talking in closing group, I was like, I really want to share my story. I really want to tell everyone how I'm feeling. And I started to talk, and again, that whole fear of speaking, of public speaking, I was like, I stand up. So I stood up in front of the room, had my book, and was like, and I just like told this room full of 60 people just how everything that I've ticked off my list.
And got a roaring applause because it's amazing.
The whole Prozac thing. I was on Prozac for 2 years to help with the bulimia, to help with the compulsive nature. Prozac, I don't need it anymore. I'm happy. It's going to be in the bin. I have forgiven my dad. I was just about to say I'm ready to, but I have forgiven him. I just need to tell him that he's forgiven. So I'm going to be writing to him. If he wants to see me, then I'll see him and see how our relationship moves forward from there. I know I'm not going to be sick ever again in my life. My bulimia is like a thing of past. My speech, you've heard me for the last how long have we been going? Yeah. Shut me up. And I just feel so peaceful. And one of the main things I said earlier, that I'd spent around £60,000 on surgery. I had the weight loss, and I'd kept that weight off for over 8 years, but I had these pockets of areas of my body that I just couldn't get rid of. So I paid 60k, had surgery to, get that Instagram acceptable body, but still wasn't happy. And I was like, how much more fucking money do I have to spend to get this body that I want? And when I came back to my room on the Friday morning after the Yahoo ceremony, I was feeling hot and sweaty, and it's a bit like, I just need to go and, to go and dive in the pool. I actually put my bikini on, I looked in the mirror, and for the first time in 25 years, it's easily 25 years, maybe even longer, I looked in the mirror and I was like, you look fucking amazing. You look so good. But not in an arrogant way, just out of a pure, healthy respect for myself. Able to feel proud of what I've achieved and not feel regretful of the things I put myself through. It's like everything's happened for a reason. Everything's like I say, everything's perfect as it is. So I'm just going home so peaceful and so happy, joyful. My heart is exploding with gratitude. Jerry, I'm gutted that you're not here this week. I really wanted to just thank you for your foresight and your generosity of what it's what it's been to create this beautiful, magical place. And yeah, if anyone else is sitting out there on the fence contemplating, just do it. It will literally be the best week of your life.
You are glowing and a really fucking good speaker. You need a YouTube channel. Seriously, I'm so proud of you. Like, just to see the growth in such a short space of time, it gives me fuel to be here doing what I do. Like, it's meeting people like you that makes it all worthwhile, because I just know, like, the ramifications of this week for you is going to change your world moving forward. And not just your relationship with your husband, but most importantly, the relationship you have with yourself. And that's the main thing. And then it ripples out into everything you do. There'll be no more missed opportunities. There'll be no more wasted time with your head down the toilet. There'll be none of this yearning for a father. It's like you're going to step into your power like never before. And it's because you trusted in the word ayahuasca and coming and finding us. So you should give yourself another pat on the back, because you are fucking epic. I love you.
Oh, you darling. Thank you so much.
You smell good.
Once. Have it a week.
Okay, so let's check out some comments. Melissa says hearts. We love you. Are you coming back here or what? Let me know. Sven, hi Sven. Miss you too. Hey Jeff. So many epic humans. Hey Monique, Brody. Brody's a legend. Looks a bit like Jesus.
Brody helped me so much. Brody. Oh my God, you've helped me so much. Thank you for all your time and love.
On the medicine, people must be like, oh my God, it's Jesus. Is this your baby? So proud of you, your loving husband. Oh, you're getting a whole new wife, baby. It's going to be epic. Siobhan, miss you, love you. Sarah, oh. Sarah is currently in Costa Rica. Are you not coming back to visit us or what? Hi, Gordon. David, Greylord. Hey, from Seattle. Beautiful day here. Blessings. I've never been to Seattle. I'd like to go there, though. Oh, Sarah said something. Hello, love. Watching these with you. Love you so much. Hope you're loving Nasara. I love that your husband's. I'm so proud of you, your loving husband. We love you, husband. Hi, Denise. Miss you.
Oh my God.
Hi, Susie. What?
Look at his comments.
Oh my God, he's written another one. God, he's really going for it. Let's check this out. Hang on. Ross. Hey, Susie. Ross Bulla. We love you and Bulla. Ishan. Two beautiful women. Thank you for the interview. Thank you. And Ellis. Okay, husband. Shell, watching you, you're a different person. Your speech is perfect. You are so beautiful inside and out. I'm so proud to be a part of your life. I'm so glad you can now see what everyone else sees. You are perfect, and I love you so much. I think my fucking womb just blew up. Oh man, you're just the best husband ever.
Miss you so much.
Fucking, what have you done? Estrogen is exploding everywhere in this room right now. You've got all the right words. Misha, hi Candice. Hi, beautiful. Edgar, I miss you. Are you coming back? You messaged me saying you are. You better. You've got lots more drinking to do. And Marie. Hey, Anne-Marie. Hey, David. Ellis, letting go of that mindset is super hard. The medicine is powerful. Yeah, she unfucks you in the best way possible. Rewires your neurological pathways and gets you back to who you truly are, which is pure love and just perfection. Hey, Beth. Hey, Leonie. Aw, Leonie. Hey, Jeff. Didi. Thank you again, Candice, for helping me release my fear. You are so welcome, but you did it. I'm a facilitator. Sadet, Mary Beth, hey. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, Dee Dee. Sveta, how's your little princess? Hey, Caroline. Dee Dee, incredible. I'm so happy for you. Aw. Hey, Sophia, sorry. Araceli, Jeff Harding. Laughing out loud. That was funny, Candice. Which bit?
Probably the shitting.
Oh, probably. Yeah, that was funny. She did all the work. Jeff, I'm coming 3 months today. Yay! I'm going to give you a big hug when you get here. Melissa, definitely coming back. Less than 30 days. Yes. I thank you very much for this present that you bought me, Melissa. You're amazing. Is it Shadan? Hello. Siobhan sent a heart. Okay, I love you all so much. And if you haven't been here yet and you want to check out some more information on the place, then go to our website, www.rythmia.com. Also, Jerry's book, Shit the Moon Said, which is also on an audio version. I think it's on Amazon. And then Mrs. Moon's Medicine on YouTube and The Reality of Truth on YouTube. Thrive 2 is coming out. And once that comes out, we're going to have wait lists. So I urge you, if you're feeling the call now, please book as soon as you can, because eventually there is going to be big wait lists. I guarantee it. Thrive is massive. The last one had 80 million views. And so the next one is set to be huge. So get in here now before you have to wait and put off your healing. I love you. We love you. I love you. She's amazing. And love your hubby. And we'll speak to you soon.